Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of The Bug Warrior. In today's video I will show you how to complete the new chapter 10 of Last Epoch. I couldn't find a step-by-step guide, only long plays with no commentary whatsoever, so I decided to make this guide and I hope it helps you. Alright, so I believe this is the biggest chapter so far, but the good news is that the new levels look great, there are new enemies, but most important, the story is great. This chapter is level 60, so be sure to be at that level or above before attempting to clear it. To make things easier for you, I created chapters for all 18 zones to complete chapter 10. So I suggest you go get some coffee and let's get to it. It all begins shortly after you completed chapter 9 of course, and you will automatically be redirected to the ancient oasis. This level is very simple to navigate. Basically, you need to move forward and follow the path until you reach the exit. However, do take a minute to appreciate the zone design because the sand, the water, and the prehistoric vibe, it's all incredible, especially if you love dinosaurs like me. Continue until you find your first champion, which is Etzali, the first storm. I want to send a huge shout to whoever created this champion because it is a massive Tyrannosaurus Rex. This boss makes my T-Rex look like a small raptor. Anyhow, continue clearing the level and keep pushing forward, and remember to take advantage of the mysterious rifts if you happen to find them, to continue evolving your beast and get ancient bones that you can trade for rat gear. At the end of the path you will reach the exit that takes us to the next zone, the Crystal Cave. We are now at the Crystal Cave. The exit for this zone is at the northeast, however reaching it is a bit tricky. The fastest path would be to go all the way north until you hit a wall, then take the east path. Along the path you will find the second champion in this chapter, which is Lithecus the Giant, who is a giant gorilla. From here continue going northeast until you reach a door that takes you to the second part of this zone. Follow the path and you will hear Apophis saying that Orobis has broken her chains and that she won't let you take away her freedom. Continue east and take the exit to the fungal tunnels. We are now at the fungal tunnels. There is nothing special nor crazy about this level except that it connects us to the mountain ascent zone. You will find frogs and a lot of vine walkers. The easiest way to find the exit will be to proceed northeast until you find the door to the mountain ascent. Next zone is the mountain ascent. This zone has two exits. To the west you will find the Lush Grove, and to the right the Drow Hive. Begin by taking the waypoint and then go west to the Lush Grove. We're now at the Lush Grove. Go southeast and you will find a quest marker called Glittering Ambrosia that will indicate to investigate the honey. Interact with the honey, then leave, and that quest will now indicate to find the honey chambers within the Drow Hive. If you wish to slay the third champion in this chapter, that is a T-Rex once more, you can find it at the west of the map. Couldn't get the name for it for some weird reason, I guess it was a bug. Anyhow, slay the T-Rex or exit the zone and return to the mountain ascent. We are back at the mountain ascent. Follow the path north and you will meet the Observer. He will ask you some weird things about an injured creature. Next he will tell you a little bit about who he is and that Apophis is at the top of the mountain. Continue the conversation until you get the prompt to leave. The exit to this level is at the northeast once again. However, if you go a bit west along your route, you will find the fourth champion of this chapter, the Devourer of Hives, who is a giant V. Try to slay this guy fast because the longer he's alive, the more damage he deals. Continue making your way northeast until you find the door that will take you to Apophis. This is the first boss at chapter 10. As expected, she deals a lot of void damage, so stay on the move when you fight her. Once you defeat her, the ground will collapse and you will fall to the Droll Hive. We are now at the Droll Hive. This level has a waypoint and two exits, one that takes you to the honey chambers and another to the Droll Queen's lair. The shortest route to clear the zone is through the honey chambers. Take the waypoint and proceed northwest until you find the exit to the honey chambers. We are now at the honey chambers. Here you will be able to complete the Glittering Ambrosia side quest. Take the waypoint and go all the way west. You will find a glittering honeycomb that seems to have a powerful force. So look away and take the honey as the instructions say. Now go all the way east to find another exit to the Droll Hive. We are back to the Droll Hive, but this time we are north of the zone and very close to the exit to the Droll Queen's lair. That is why we wanted to take this shortcut. To find the exit, go east from where you are. It's hard to miss since it is a short distance, and once you see the exit, take it. You will reach the Droll Queen's lair. As you can imagine, this zone is a boss fight and a cool one if I may say. The Droll Queen has this sort of alien H.R. Giger vibe if you ask me. She's one scary monster which I love. She has long arms with claws and huge tentacles that are attached to her back from where her minions spawn. If this wasn't enough, from the crater at the middle of the arena, lava erupts, so you need to stay on the move and avoid all of this. She has a lot of health points, so be patient. As hard as it sounds, it's better to focus on her instead of killing minions, because apparently those won't stop spawning. Once you give her the killing blow, the Observer will talk to you again, saying that now the Droll are leaderless and that their future doesn't look promising. Continue east and take the exit to the next zone. You will reach the Silent Coast, which is another beautiful zone. Take the waypoint and you will find the Observer with the creature again. Talk to the Observer, give a name to it. I chose the little one. Continue the conversation and the Observer will reveal that Apophis is trying to reach him. He will tell you to talk to the Farside Turtle. Finish the conversation, and before you go east to find the far side turtle, go north and take the exit. From here, go west until you find a creature who goes by the name of Curious Maruna. Follow the fun and interesting conversation until you can give the creature the crystallized honey. This will complete the Glittering Ambrosia side quest. Go back to where you found the observer and talk to the far side turtle. Climb up on its shell and let it take you to the garden. We are now at the garden. The garden is the central town of this chapter. You will find several interesting NPCs, including our friend that joins us at the mysterious rifts to hunt beasts. This is actually very handy because here you can trade with him at all times. Alright, back to the garden. At the middle you will find the chain device, interact with it and you will get an update to the Escape the Droll main quest. Speak to Ophid at the right of the device. Ophid will tell you that the path to the sky chains is blocked because of some dragons, and this will update the Ancient Power quest. And now we must go to the Untamed Forest. Before doing that, go south from where you are and talk to Telura. She will tell you that a young hunter, Korut, is missing and will request if you can go find him. This will unlock the Dragon Hunt quest. From here, go west to the Untamed Forest. Once you reach the Untamed Forest, go east and then south and you will find Korut. Talk to him and he will tell you that he was trying to impress Telura. Continue the conversation and tell him that he can go home and that you will continue the hunt. This will update the Dragon Hunt side quest. From here, proceed northeast to find the exit. Along the path, you will find the 5th champion in this chapter, Puke Fist the Crawler. I love that name, by the way. This champion seems to be some giant insect. Continue your way east, but before you reach the exit, go all the way south where you will find the dragons that you need to slay to update the Dragon Hunt side quest. Slay the dragons and go northeast to leave the zone. You will reach the Dragon Grotto. This is a beautiful map once more. Please notice the fire ankle dragons in the background as you travel through the zone. You will find the exit at the northwest area of the zone. When you reach it, you will find the zone's waypoint and the reason why the chains aren't working. It is because the dragons decided to hatch their eggs in there. So the only option is to destroy the eggs so the chains can be released. Of course, this will enrage some dragons, but there's really no other choice. Destroy the dragon eggs, activate the chain mechanism and teleport back to the garden. Once you are back at the garden, before doing anything else, talk to Telura. She will thank you for returning Korut and this will complete the Dragon Hunt side quest. Now go to the middle of the map and activate the elevator that will take you to the sky chains. We are now at the sky chain zone. Here you will be ascending and everything will seem alright until a nice dragon will attack you from nowhere and freeze the chains. Go north and you will reach a new section of the sky chains. This zone is big. The exit is located at the north of the map. However, there are a lot of dead ends here. What you want to do is take the west path. This will take you to the 6th champion in this chapter, the Curator. Slay the Curator and continue going north, but try to always stay on the east path. Here is a full view of the map just so you get an idea of not only how big it is, but also all the dead ends I was talking about. Take the exit and you will reach a new arena and the 3rd boss in this chapter, which is a pair of dragons, Surtok and Vinteros. Surtok deals fire damage and Vinteros deals ice damage. As you can imagine, the eggs we destroy belong to them, so that's why they are attacking you. Slay the dragons and take the exit at the north to reach the temple in the sky. We're now at the temple in the sky. Okay, before moving forward, I have to tell you this is the worst map or zone, not only in chapter 10, but in the whole game. It is truly a maze and a nightmare. Before I show you where to go, please look at the size of this map, look at how many circular areas are next to each other, and once again, the size of the map. The easiest way to find the exit would be to try to go east as much as possible, and from there go north until you hit a wall and then go west. There is another champion here, but it's again the Curator. No idea why we find it once more. If you are interested in slaying it, it is of course at one of the dead end areas at the west, which deviates you far away from the main path, so I don't think it's worth doing it. Continue east and then north until you reach the end of the map. You will find Apophis once again. I had this weird bug where the dialogue wouldn't trigger until I went away from her and then returned back to her. If this happens to you, you can try that. Once Apophis is done talking, she will summon 4 massive Temple Guardians. Defeat the Temple Guardians and the entrance to Eterra's Arboretum will be revealed. We are now at Eterra's Arboretum. We're almost done, so be patient. This is zone 16 out of 18, so really almost there. Take the waypoint and north of it will be another Curator champion. I guess they ran out of other champions. Slay it and continue going north and you will see a bridge appear. Take it. Continue once again north until you reach a room full of statues of every god. Every time you interact with a statue, Eterra will say a few words about it, and while she does it, minions will spawn. Take care of the minions, wait for the dialogue to be over, and proceed to the next statue. The order is: the first one will be Lagoon, next will be Mahasa, next will be Herod, next will be Raye, next will be Eterra, and last but not least, the Observer, who happens to be the god of faith and time. He is also Eterra's brother. Once all dialogues are over, take the path to the House of Preservation. We are now at the House of Preservation. Proceed north and activate the blue stone to activate a bridge. Take the bridge and activate the zone's waypoint. To the north of the waypoint you will find Eterra, who will tell you about the Elysians. Continue the conversation, and once you're done, proceed west, where you will find another Curator champion. I think this one is the fourth one we've encountered so far. Continue north to find the exit to this zone, and the path to the final level of the chapter, the Observer's Prison, will be revealed. Welcome to the last zone of the chapter. This one was a long chapter. Alright, we are at the Observer's Prison. You will find Apophis talking to Orovis, aka the Observer, and after a very important dialogue, you will have to defeat him. The Observer has a lot of void attacks, and if that wasn't enough, he can summon void tentacles and void energy spheres, so prepare for a long fight unless you're at a really high level. Once you defeat the Observer, Eterra will intervene, trap the Observer, and sacrifice herself to guard her brother. This means that the temple in the sky will be no more, and will explain why things are as they are. After this, a cutscene will be revealed, and congratulations, you have completed chapter 10 of Last Epoch. After the cutscene, you will be redirected to the end of time. Here you can talk to the Forgotten Knight, and will give you even more details about what happened. The Forgotten Knight will also tell you to talk to Agony, so she can tell you about the monolith, and now you can officially begin Last Epoch's endgame. So there you have it. I think this chapter was important to explain a lot of things, but it was a long one. Please let me know in the comments what you think of it. We reached the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you made it this far and found the video interesting or useful, please consider to share, like, comment, or subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.